Ah, welcome to our special presentation of A Tale of Two Cities. And if I'm not mistaken, we start here at the famous opening line. It was the best of times, and it was the worst of times. Launching our story into 18th century France. In a dingy wine shop in the volatile slums of St. Antoinette, a woman looks for her lost father, who has been released from prison into the custody of Monsieur Defarge. I'm looking for Dr. Manette.
Okay, my husband will take you up. This way. Oh. Okay, we're here. 105 North Tower.
Father, don't you remember me? It's your daughter, Lucy. Come on, it's time to go.
Now return to St. Antoinette, where a rickety wine cart rumbles its way through the city past the thirsty masses. In all their dignity, the poor drink off the street. But now we see the opposite of the masses, the elite. We meet the Marquis of St. Evermond, who speeds through the town with his new carriage. Oh, stop! Whose child is this?
My son!
God, you people are filthy. You can't even take care of your children. Have some money. Onward, Patrick. You will pay for that peasant. Now, the boy's father wants his revenge and goes to the chateau of the Marquis of St. Evermond. Get my hat, servant.
Here you are, sir.
Ugh. What was that? Go check
What was
outside.
that? Yes, sir. There was nothing, sir.
Oh, that's a relief. You may go. Great on that sword didn't kill you. How about the sword? Or this one? I'm still alive.
Nothing will do. This is a novelty high quality cyanide needle.
The pain, but I'm still hanging on to life.
Wake up!
Ah,
Would you like some ice cream?
yes,
No! Nothing left.
Oh,
Secondhand smoke with 105 different kinds of cancer-causing chemicals.
oh no! Unfiltered. Now, a young aristocrat named Darnay, who has renounced his family name, returns to France to take care of the family business. Finally done with his duties as the Evermond heir, he boards the ferry to England, the same ferry that Lucy is on. They go to London as their eyes meet.
Isn't this ferry ride nice?
Well, I stopped over, everyone off.
To exit, a suspicious man walks past with a shovel. His name is Cruncher.
Welcome to London, sir. Welcome to London. Welcome to London, sir.
Undertaker. Get you buried.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Back to France as revolutionaries gather in a dingy wine shop to talk about the progress of the revolution, when a man named Barsad walks in.
Now that the revolution has started, I fear that I may not be able to see the end of it. Once the revolution has started, it shall spread like rabid monkeys. Yes, I know progress has been slow. The Marquis of St. Evermond has fallen, and his family shall soon follow.
Bonjour! I trust everything's going fine around here?
Yes, of course. May I ask you a question? Why not? How many D's are in Barsad? 5.
I trust there's no conspiracies going on around here.
Of course not. But it'd be a shame if there was a spy in France.
Okay! Everything's going fine then. Okay?
Meanwhile, back in England, Barsad falsely accuses Darnay of being a French spy. We also meet Sidney Carton, who defends Darnay, a man who looks after... Cut.
The People's Court, Charles Darnay is being charged with treason by the government of England. I call Mr. Barsad to the stand. Order! Order now!
Barsad!
there's my footstool. We cannot start until I have my footstool. Thank you. Oh, yeah, that's it. Can you please remove your shade? Put them back on! Yeah! Wait. Continue. Now, Mr. Barsad, I'm just going to ask you a few questions. First off, is this your mama? Thank you. Now, Mr. Barsad, you testified that you saw my client on the boat. Are you sure it was my client? Could you confuse my client with anybody else? You couldn't confuse my client with, say, me. Can you please repeat the question?
You couldn't say confuse the client with, say, me?
Maybe. No further questions, Your Honor. Hold! What is that? What is that? In your pocket!
Oh, it's just my flashlight.
And what else? And what is that?
Just a marker.
Thank you. And sir, what is that?
Oh, it's just my rock. Hard banana.
Turn into months, and months turn into years, as Darnay and Lucy get closer together. We go forward now to the night before the wedding, which Lucy has gathered some friends for a party.
This sure is a great party, Lucy.
Oh, I know it is!
Come in.
Hey ladies, the entertainment's here.
By the powers invested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife. I, Sir Caleb, challenge you to a duel!
And I, Sir Patrick, challenge you to a duel of the death.
Oh, the humanity!
And Lucy and Charles have a child. But the revolution is stirring up in Paris as mobs of peasants take to the streets.
Lucy, I hope.
Lucy's been giving me trouble all day long.
Really? That's a shame.
Yes, yes it is.
What's that?
Nothing.
Down with the kick! Down with the kick! Bastille! Attack!
And the royal family in hiding, the revolutionaries systematically track down and kill aristocrats. So, to lure Charles back to France, they force the Marquis's caretaker to write a letter convincing him to return.
To France as soon as possible. Because I'm on trial. Sincerely, Chateau.
Receives the letter.
To the ferry I must go to return to France.
In France, the revolutionaries are trying Darnay as an aristocrat, with the crowd delivering the verdict. Next on Jerry Springer, 18th century French feuds. Next up, a woman accuses a man of killing her family. Let's take a look.
What is your problem? He is a mother aristocrat.
You have anything to say to this?
She's a
Break it up. I see. Emotions are running high here. And now, we are going to introduce a very special guest, a Mr. Sidney Carton.
Jerry.
Jerry, Jerry, Jerry,
Jerry!
Jerry,
Jerry! Now, Mr. Carton, do you really think that this Mr. Darnay is actually an aristocrat?
I just got one thing to say to this. He ain't frontin'.
I see. Now, I have some evidence that might be very deciding in this one. I have right here a signed piece of DNA.
lie! It's a lie! There are lies!
Yo, boy, sit down.
No!
This is a you back up, Paul.
Jerry! Jerry! Jerry!
You sit down. You sit down. You behave yourself. You boy.
Okay.
Don't touch
And
my
now,
hat.
why do you hate these aristocrats?
Because they.
What? Real?
A lie! Lies, lies. I'm gonna kill you with this microphone cord.
Hey! Hey! No!
Jerry! Take your stupid shawl back.
I see. Right here, I have a piece of evidence that might solve this one. Sign.
Yo!
Give me the evidence!
Give me the evidence!
No!
You're gonna sit down and you're gonna behave. You're gonna behave. No!
Right here.
You said no.
Right here. I see that it says Charles Darnay is in fact related to the Marquis St. Evermond. DNA evidence 99.9% accurate. And I believe you have something to say about this?
Of course. How
I see.
What? The hell?
all lies!
Bring it on!
They killed my
Bring it
friend!
on! Bring it on!
You sit down.
Bring it on!
Emotions are running high here, but I think that we have a question from the audience. Yes.
Guillotine!
Yes. They are calling for the guillotine.
No!
And I must say that's what this audience wants. So
Guillotine! Guillotine!
with that within 24 hours.
You just wait,
have
Jerry.
anything to
I'm
say to
gonna
this?
meet you
Lie!
out back.
I see.
Would you like to go to the zoo? Get
I
away,
see.
Joe.
This is all the time we have for this show. Jerry Springer saying goodbye. I would just like to say we have learned one thing today. It is that violence is not the answer. Now, even though the parents were killed, this could have been settled in a much more civilized and mature way. If one thing has been my message in this show, it has been that violence is never the answer. And this has been Jerry's word. Thank you for watching. The evidence found in the Bastille, the revolutionaries accuse Darnay of genetically being an Evermond, even though he has renounced his name. Now slated for execution, Carton is willing to give up his own life for the man Lucy loves, and enlist Barsad to help switch them.
want?
Visitors.
For Mr. Darnay.
Okay.
Come in. Good evening, Mr. Bassett. Take him.
That only Darnay, not his wife and child, are convicted. Madame Defarge runs in a blind rage to where the family is staying, only to find their servant packing up to go to London.
Cell phone? Touching phone?
Everyone must die.
Even Lucy?
Yes.
Finish you off by selling Patrick's sword!
The day of the execution is at hand as Carton sits and talks to a fellow criminal, a seamstress.
Number 68. 69. It's time.
Number 68.
Jesus. Time with me.
Any last requests? Up yours! Number 69.
Our story ends. Thank you for watching.